how to memorize more and more words and don't just forget them 20 minutes later and half an hour later and even a day later. Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Nakul Kumar and I teach you English as a teacher, but I am not a certified teacher. Means I am doing all this just because of not having any English environment, right? And that is why especially I choose the path of becoming fluent in English, right? Yeah. Okay, so as I told you, today in this video I am going to talk about how you can memorize more and more words, right? More and more English words. And actually why I am going to talk about memorizing vocabulary or words, right? Actually in English speaking it is crucial here to memorize more and more words first, so that you have enough input, so that you have enough words to speak in English, right? Because you guys know, if you want to become fluent in English, and not fluent, by the way, if you think about me, I am speaking English right now a bit, right? To get at this stage you have to know, you have to remember a lots of words, right? And that's when you can be here at this stage and you also can speak like me, right? So for this you have to memorize a lots of words. So how is it happen? Means how you can learn a lots of English words. So this is the actual thing I am going to share in this video. So that is why I want you to please watch this video until the very end, and I'm sure you are going to love this video so much, right? Okay, so how it is possible to memorize more and more words and don't just forget them 20 minutes later, as I told you, right? 20 minutes later and at the end a day later, right? Okay, so actually if I talk about me, guys, I love reading a lot. Actually when you read, but first of all, here I would say, here you also might have a question into your mind. Nakul, to learn English, what we should study or what we should read? Guys, to be honest, first you have to make sure that whom you want to speak like. For example, if you want to speak like me, means if you want to make to understand to someone, then you have to speak, that means, sorry, then you have to watch my videos. Means it is no necessary to watch just my videos, you can watch whom you want to speak like, right? As I told you, but it's the same if you want to speak like a blogger, right? Then you have to watch blogging videos, right? Not mine, right? So it depends on you in which context you want to become fluent, right? As I told you, if you want to speak like me, so you have to watch my videos, and it is not necessary to my videos watching, right? You can watch whom you want to speak like, right? Okay, so by the way, what you have to notice here, guys, as I always told you, by the way, in my every single video, in my every single video I tell you, I ask you to do, and that is, guys, reading transcript. And reading transcript, if you guys don't know, as you can see here, I have added the highlighted caption. Means whatever I am saying here, you can read here, right, while watching. So means you have to read what you want to speak, right? As I told you again, if you want to speak like me, then you have to read what I am speaking, right? Means just after watching the video you can pause and then click the title of the video, and then you will get to see at the bottom called transcript feature, right? Transcript feature, when you click there, then you will get to see the entire speeches what I am speaking here, right? So yeah, just after watching again you can read the transcript feature, right? And it will take half an hour, right? An hour of time, right? Because initially I know you are also going to struggle a little bit, because when I was absolute beginner, right, so I was also feeling this pressure, right? But right now, means if you are also doing it, and then eventually you are also going to enjoy the process as I am. Means right now I am enjoying the process of doing all this whatever I am doing, right? So it's the same, you are also going to enjoy the process at the end, right? Means eventually, right? So not at the end, yeah, eventually, means एक टाइम पर आप भी मेरे तरह आप इंजॉय करने लगोगे प्रोसेस को, लर्निंग प्रोसेस को, राइट? सो इन द बिगिनिंग, नो मैटर व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, you will also struggle some challenges, right? but if you are still doing that and encounter a lots of experiences, so you are also going to enjoy the process eventually, right, as I am enjoying right now. Okay, so while reading, there is one more thing that you have to make sure you have a notebook, so that while reading, if you are struggle to understand the word or any phrase, so that you can note it down into your copy, right? Because if you note it down while watching the video or reading, if you note it down, you can review them later, right? And even you can find it out its meaning, right, completely in through a Google, right? So that is why while reading, having a copy is crucial here, you can say, right? And you guys know why we forget things, because we just one time we see, and then I see this word and phrase a long time later, right? So you guys know I automatically forget things, right? But if you note it down just after watching, then you can review them again and again, right, into your copy, and that's how then your brain thinks, wow, this information I think necessary, that is why this person is reviewing them later again and again, right? So that's how your brain thinks, wow, this information is necessary. So that's how your brain reinforce this vocabulary, and you are not likely to forget them, right? So that is why always remember, while reading something, it is necessary to have a copy to have. And by the way, you also can use the traditional method, and that is screenshot. Yes, if I talk about me, I take a screenshot while watching if I am struggle with any word and phrases, right? Yeah, so this is the technique that I follow to memorize more and more words. And by the way, at the end, I would say consistency is crucial here, because, and I know consistency is something that everyone is talking about it, so I think needless to talk about it right here. Okay, so I think that's all for today. If you have learned something new from this video, I want you to please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more such kind of relevant content. And that's all for today, and bye bye.